got to tell you, I've been married to my wife, Tammy, for 33 consecutive years. Just one right after another. Thank you. And when you've been with a person that long, you learn to trust their instincts. So when she said to me a while back, you need to get diagnosed now. I said, for what? I feel fine. She said, that attention deficit stuff. I know you got it, and it's driving me insane. So I said, why now? She goes, what do you mean, why now? I said, well, if I got attention deficit, I've had it for 60 years. I've had it my whole life. It's not a virus. You can't catch it on a toilet seat. It's not like you go to the bathroom in a mall and you come out 2 days later and you go, boy, I'm so distracted. Where did that come from? I don't know. So why are you bothered about it now? She said, because you keep telling me you'll do things around this house and you don't do them, and it's driving me nuts. It's not attention deficit. That's passive aggressive. And I've had that for 63 years. But I honored my wife, because that's what a man does, sir. That's right, you do, right? You honor your wife. I went and got diagnosed. I spent an hour with a psychologist. After an hour, it turns out, not only do I have attention deficit, I'm also a functioning hypochondriac. Functioning, I'm not clinical. Those people are sick. But this is how God protects his children. It's my ADHD that keeps my hypochondria functional. On those days I've convinced myself I need an ambulance. By the time I get to the phone to call one, I've been distracted 4 or 5 times. I usually wind up in the kitchen. I got a telephone. I can't remember why I got a telephone. And that's when I order the pizza. My kids loved me. Dad's dying again. Really? Pepperoni pops. And Tammy mocks me. She does. She makes. We'll be laying in bed watching Discovery Channel and some strange new disease. Not 4 minutes into it, she leans over. You got it yet? Thinking about it. Well, it's a nodule. I can have nodules. I don't even know what a nodule is. Oh boy, I'm feeling nodule all of a sudden. That's when the kids are yelling, breadsticks, shut up, you punks, I could die on you. She's taken an over-interest in my health. She really did. A few years back, I had a physical. I was 60, I had a physical, normal thing, full-blown physical. It takes 7 to 10 days to get the results. So I'm on the road, she calls me up, she goes, the doctor's office just called about your physical. So I said, what'd they say? She said, I'll paraphrase. Doctor said if you were part of a wildebeest herd, the lions would be circling you right now. I don't even know what that means. She says, you're old, your heart's gonna blow up and you're gonna make me a widow. Because you don't do anything, you don't move, you don't do anything. So she went out and she bought 2 Fitbits, 2, one for me, one for her, to monitor my entire movement. That was the whole point. She signed online to be my friend. I didn't even know what that entailed until turns out they can monitor your life. She caught me in a lie, that's my point. I lie to my wife. I'm not often, but if you've been married more than a week, you know what I'm talking about. There are just conversations I don't want to have with and one of them was about my health. I'm telling you. She called. I'm on the road. I'm in a hotel room. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have not left the hotel room. 1 in the afternoon. Phone rings. I see it's her, and I know she's going to ask me, "What'd you do today?" And if I say nothing, she's going to give me the whole widow argument. Your heart's going to blow up. You're going to die. You're going to leave me alone. So phone rings. Sure enough, first question she asked, "What'd you do today?" And I told her. I said, "Well, I got up. I walked the mall. Came back, had some breakfast." She goes, "Short walk. You've only taken 91 steps all day." "How do you know that?" She goes, "I'm your friend." I go, "Well, not anymore, you're not." I did learn something that day. 4 trips to a commode at a Holiday Inn Express. 91 steps. That's right. Every day's a learning day, folks. These Fitbits, I don't know if anybody has one. They monitor your entire life. They actually tell me how many times I get up in the middle of the night and use the restroom. Apparently, I wasn't giving up enough of my privacy to Apple, Google, and the government. And then my wife sends me text messages based on that information. "You were up 5 times last night, Jeff. Why are you so restless?" "Well, Brandon and Angelina split up. Who can sleep?" And if that isn't, I'm watching Golf Channel, 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, I get a text message from my wife. "Are you dead?" You've taken 78 steps in 4 hours. Most of that's because my foot fell asleep and then I was banging it on the floor. God's sakes, woman, leave me alone. So I looked for shortcuts just to get her off my back, and I found out you don't even have to move to rack up steps on Fitbit. You just sit in your chair and move your arm up and down. Look at me, folks. I'm running a 5K right in front of you. So 2 weeks after the doctor tells me my heart's going to blow up and I'm going to make my wife a widow, she comes downstairs all excited, and she says to me, I was thinking, Jeff, I was thinking. That's what are you married, sir? You know when your wife says she was thinking. All the air in your body goes right out, doesn't it? Because what she was thinking about is something she's going to want you to do. You're not going to want to do it, but you're not a man anymore now, are you? Admit it. Admit it. Neither am I. So I've come up with a line of men's cologne for people like me. I'm calling it acquiescence. It's for real men who know when to comply. So my 60th birthday rolls around. That's a big one, sir. 6-0, waiting for my gift. 6-0 birthday gift. She buys me 12 hours with a personal trainer named Todd. Hi, Jeff, I'm 2% body fat, Todd. Well, hey, 2%, I'm 80% flabby Jeff. How you doing? First question he asked me, how long has it been since I had an exercise program? Well, let me ponder that one, Tado. It's going to take a while to do the math here. I'm 60. Well, 60 years, 9 months. Didn't take that long at all. Yeah. To be honest with you, Todd, I haven't moved with any purpose since I won the race at conception. Yeah. I don't want to brag, but Al ran 3 billion that morning. Still exhausted. Undaunted by my response, Todd says, well, we'll start you out slow. That's what he said, we'll start you out slow. So I slept with ankle weights on the first couple of months. That was, when you get up and use the bathroom as many times as I do in the middle of the night, you burn some calories. You know what? We would all exercise. Everybody on planet Earth would exercise if the weight we gained was in a different place on our bodies. Think about where we gain weight, our stomachs and our behinds. It's never in our way. A couple pounds on your forehead would get you to a gym. Man, I can't see nothing. They're going to take my license away from me. I mentioned my grandbabies. I am a grandfather, and anybody here that's a grandparent knows those are the most special people on the planet. They really are. And they're the most heartwarming. And I can tell you where I was and what time of day it was when my granddaughter, the first grandchild we had, said my name, Papa. She was in the bathtub. We were watching her. She was at the house, and she was splashing around in a tub in the early evening. And my wife calls me into the bathroom. She says, you got to hear this. And my little granddaughter's sitting there, and Tammy says, Evelyn, who is that? And Evelyn goes, Papa. I'm telling you, man. I started crying. And that's when Tammy said, you need to get a blood test for that low T stuff. I'm not kidding you. She says, you need to go get tested for low T. And I said, sir, I honored my wife. That's what you do. You honor your wife. I got tested, blood test. Anyway, they call me up and they go, you don't have low T. I go, I don't? He goes, no, you have no T. None. Zero. We had to retest you. It was so low. They told me I was elevated in estrogen. I had high estrogen levels and no testosterone, which explained all the HGTV I had been watching. Yeah, my friends would call me on Sunday, hey man, the Bears are on. I'd go, no way, man, Chip and Joanna got a special. So I said to the doctor, if I do this T thing, what will it do for me? And he said, you'll be like a 25-year-old man again. I went, really? Will I be that stupid? Because I got to tell you, I don't think my body could survive my 20s again. I really don't. He says, no, you'd be like a 25-year-old. And I go, really? I got a 58-year-old menopausal wife at home. Think I should consult her to see if she wants a 25-year-old man chasing her around? She'd finally put a knife in my chest and end it. I know she would. And the next thing you know, she's on Dateline trying to defend herself. You ever watch Dateline? I'm telling you, the whole franchise is spouses killing each other. That's it. Men, watch 5 Datelines with your wife. You'll look her right in the eye. We doing all right, you and me? Yeah. And then she wakes me up to feel her night sweats. Is that even necessary? I'm sound asleep when she zips my parka open while I'm laying there. Wake up and feel this, Jeffrey. It's disgusting. Look at me. There's like a furnace in me or something. You're lucky you don't have to go through this. You know, I wouldn't if you'd quit waking me up and telling me about it. I could sleep right through the perspirating. I could. Doesn't make a lot of noise. Oh, and one night I wake up, there's a human being at the foot of my bed. 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if you've ever had this. There's a full-grown human at 3 in a dark room. I almost had a heart attack. It was her. She's at the foot of my bed, cutting off the bottom of her flannel pajamas with scissors because they were sticking to her sweaty legs. And this demonic thing was coming out of her mouth. Kid, I grabbed my sons the next day. I said, Mom's going through some serious stuff here. Like what? Remember those nights you didn't do your homework? She'd get mad, yell at you real loud. He goes, I remember that. This is different. She might be crying and then stab you.